So this morning I kind of came to the conclusion that it was time to rehome my cat, Bear. This has been a struggle. This is a struggle. Something that I've kind of been, my buddy, something I've been avoiding because this cat is the ultimate lover. He's like a dog cat. He's super personable. He just loves you so much. But he deserves so much love and so much energy. Like, that's what he's all about. You know, he's just a lover and he needs a lot of attention. And with the way that my life is going, I'm going to be traveling a lot. And my parents came and checked on him every other day while I was gone recently. Both at Rhythmia and then spending time with family. But he was just so excited for me to return. And I've kind of known that he's kind of served his purpose with Allie and me already. And this is an insight that came to me today when I was talking to my mom about this, that in my life I've kind of been this conduit for animals to move through my life. I got these two black cats during my first marriage, and they've ended up at the ranch as ranch cats, as mousing outdoor cats. You know, they just moved through into that place. The cat Beezy I got in my second marriage now lives with my parents. The dog that I had in that marriage, the big German Shepherd, Tito, ended up with Marguerite's uncle, and then passed away. Another dog we had, a little dog named Alpha, a little poodle, ended up with a friend that I made in Sierra Vista. And throughout this whole time, this has always been a struggle for me, this thing with pets, that I don't think I've come to terms with it until now, honestly. Because how my parents were was, you got a pet and you kept it till it died. And my very first cat, you know, it was born at our house and died at our house. He was a black and white cat. I named him Blackie because I was a very creative child. I took his body he died at our house, and I went with my dad and took his body to the place. To the place where they take cat bodies. The vet, I guess. I had him wrapped up in a towel and he traveled with me there. So that story, or that idea that is how it works, that's how it is supposed to be with pets, has stayed with me a long time. I think it's always been hard to see pets go. And Allie was very interested in these Sphinx cats. We got Bear. He's an outcross Sphinx, which makes him, oh my gosh, what? I'm talking about you, yes. I'm talking about you and you're upset about it. There's like, Sphinx cats are normally naked, they have no fur, and they wear sweaters and they want to be with you all the time. But he's an outcross, and they do that in order to improve the genetic material available to the cats. So he's a Sphinx cat basically, but he has fur. So he's a cross between, I think maybe his mom was a Sphinx and his dad was a normal cat. So he has fur, he doesn't have as much of an undercoat, and he's very personable. He acts like a Sphinx, but he looks like a domestic short hair, which is nice. It's a good combination of both worlds. You don't have that very kind of odd naked cat thing, which I was never really into. So we got him, and then we got his brother Nini, and it turned out that Nini was just meant to go with one of our good friends in Indiana who loved him, and that was his home, and we were just this waypoint on his journey. And what I realized looking back is that the same thing has already kind of come and happened with Bear. Allie was like, I think it's time for him to move on to a new home, to get rehomed. This was a while ago. And I was in resistance to it. And I was like, you know what? I'll just keep him and I'll take care of it. And I'll take that burden and that energy all on myself, because I feel really, I didn't notice at the time, but I felt guilty to do that, right? To let reality unfold how it was meant to. because of a story I had about what's supposed to happen with pets, which isn't real, right? And maybe I'm not supposed to get any more pets. Like maybe my job of being this kind of conduit has come to an end also. You know, maybe both these things are kind of ending at the same time. Hi, buddy. And this is more stuff to come to terms with. It's all difficult. This is the most loving cat I've ever had. I've had a lot of pets. He's been my best buddy. Lays on my chest and just purrs, and he's there. But I think this is true for everybody. We cannot take on more than we have the energy for. The Celestine prophecy talks about this in terms of kids. Like, really, the ratio is 1 kid per an adult. 1 adult that you have available, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be the parents, but we can be a village and take care of these things. And I think pets fall into that ratio too. You know, maybe not. They're not a whole child, but they can require a lot of energy too and a lot of love, and they deserve it. They deserve it just like a person does. And I know that it's not fair to myself or fair to my other obligations or fair to Bear to keep trying to force this, right? To be in resistance to what is naturally wanting to occur. He's got a mission somewhere else for a different family that's going to give him what he needs. He's going to give them what they need. And it's another story that's going to have to die for me because I love this guy. But we also are having a conscious uncoupling, I guess. I can kind of tell it. He's ready. He's telling me. He's like, it's time for me to go, man. And that may sound like total BS to somebody, but I feel it. I feel it in here, you know. It's probably past its time now. I've been in resistance to this, and I gotta let it happen. And I'm just gonna put that out there, see how it unfolds, and I know that he'll end up exactly where he needs to be with the people that need him. And I'll just have to process that story dying also. So, sorry if this is a weird video, but that's what's going on today. It's just another lesson in how this all works, how all relationships are temporary, how everyone's flowing to where they need to be in the moment. And that even includes the animals in our lives sometimes. Not always, but certainly sometimes. So maybe that helps somebody with a pet situation. Maybe not, but that's what I have for you today. So take care.